What if you could hire any voice for your next project? Seriously, a Hollywood legend, a historical icon, even a voice from beyond the grave. For years, this was pure science fiction, but as of right now, it's a reality. A new technology just dropped that's set to completely change how we create content, and it's backed by some of the biggest names you can imagine. I mean, really, just stop and think about that for a second. You need a voiceover for something, and instead of booking a studio, booking an actor, all of that hassle, you just license the official, AI-generated voice of a legend like Sir Michael Caine. Well, that's the exact idea behind a pretty groundbreaking new platform from the AI audio company ElevenLabs. So how in the world did we get here? And where is all of this going? In this explainer, we're going to cover the Hollywood stars who are actually leading this charge. We'll take a look inside the marketplace itself, tackle the, let's be honest, the deep fake dilemma, see which industries are about to get completely reshaped, and finally, ask what authenticity even means anymore in the age of AI. Okay, first up, let's talk about the big names, because this isn't some obscure tech demo we're talking about. ElevenLabs has launched with some of the most iconic voices in history, and they're making a huge statement about the future of entertainment. You know, the core idea, at least from the artist perspective, is perfectly captured by Sir Michael Caine himself. He doesn't see this as technology that replaces people. He sees it as a way to celebrate humanity, a way for actors to give their consent, extend their creative legacy, and keep working in a totally new digital way. And believe me, it is not just Michael Caine. ElevenLabs has launched what they're calling the Iconic Voice Marketplace, with a lineup that is, well, it's pretty stunning. We're talking about a curated list of legends, both living and from history, whose voices can now be licensed for brand new projects. The ambition here is just massive. It spans all of culture. You've got voices from the golden age of Hollywood, like Michael Caine and John Wayne, voices from the absolute peak of literature, like Dr. Maya Angelou, and in a really fascinating move, they're even bringing back voices from the history of science, like Alan Turing and J. Robert Oppenheimer, recreated from old archives with full permission from their estates. The goal here isn't just to copy voices, it's to bring history back to life. So how does this whole thing actually work? What does this marketplace look like for, say, a celebrity versus an everyday creator who wants to get in on the action? The way they've structured the platform is actually really smart. It's split into two totally separate parts. On one side, you've got the voice library. The best way to think about this is like a stock photo site, but for voices. It's an open market where any creator can upload, train, and make money from their own unique AI voice. And then on the other side, you have the iconic marketplace. This is more like a high-end talent agency. It's exclusive, it's curated, and it's for A-listers and their families to license their official voice clones through these big managed deals. And for all you independent creators on the voice library side, the process is incredibly simple. You design your own AI voice, you list it up on the platform, and then you get paid. You earn royalties based on how much it's used, specifically per 1,000 characters that are generated. Your voice basically becomes this scalable, passive income asset that can work for you 24/7. And if you're thinking, yeah, okay, but is this just a theory? Well, this is not a hypothetical model. ElevenLabs has already paid out $11 million to the thousands of creators who are on its existing voice library. So that's proof positive that the economic engine here actually works, and there is a real hungry market for all kinds of AI voices. Of course, we can't have this conversation without addressing the elephant in the room, deepfakes, right? ElevenLabs technology went viral pretty early on, and let's be honest, not always for the right reasons. So a huge piece of this marketplace launch is about positioning the company as the ethical solution to a problem their own tech helped create. This timeline really shows their whole journey. They were founded in 2022, their tech completely exploded in popularity and was almost immediately misused in early 2023. And that kind of forced their hand, leading them to introduce a really robust safety framework. So today's marketplace is the result of all that. It's their attempt to build a walled garden where voice AI is based on consent, it's traceable, and it's totally legitimate. Their safety plan has a few key layers. First, traceability. They can trace any audio that gets made right back to the account that created it, which creates accountability. They have a super strict policy against cloning voices without permission, and they even require an on-camera verification to prove you own the voice you're trying to add. And, this is crucial, they've released a public tool, an AI audio classifier, so anyone can check if a piece of audio was made using their platform. Okay, So, with an ethical framework supposedly in place, what does this technology actually unlock? Well, the impact on the creator economy is poised to be absolutely massive, and we're already starting to see how it's going to reshape entire industries. Take gaming, for example. For years, these giant open-world games have been held back by how much voice acting costs. That's why you get characters repeating the same few lines over and over. Well, now, developers can fill their worlds with thousands of unique voices. And even more importantly, dialogue can become dynamic. Characters can react specifically to what a player does, creating a level of immersion we've only ever dreamed of. Or what about the world of audiobooks? Production is super slow and really expensive. This technology just slashes that cost. It makes it totally possible to create audio versions of millions of older books, niche books, academic papers, things that would never have gotten an audiobook before. It massively expands access to content and could spark a total renaissance for the spoken word, where pretty much every book is available in audio from day one. And for advertising, this is a complete game changer. Imagine a brand licenses a trusted, famous voice to deliver thousands of personalized ad variations. So instead of one generic radio spot for everyone, you might get a targeted ad that greets you by name or mentions a local store, all delivered in that same consistent, high-quality voice. The potential to increase engagement is just enormous. So all of this, it leads us to this final and maybe the most profound question of all. As this technology gets better and better and more widespread, it forces us to completely rethink our definition of what is real and what is authentic. This brings us to this powerful new idea, synthetic authenticity. It's this concept that an AI performance is legitimate, not because a human actually spoke those words in that specific moment, but because it was officially licensed with the artist's full consent. In this new world, the value isn't in the physical act of speaking. It's in the verified permission and the authenticated digital identity. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. When we hear an AI voice of Michael Caine narrating a new documentary, and we know he licensed it, he approved it, and it captures his performance perfectly, is it any less real than a recording he made in a studio 20 years ago? This technology is pushing the boundaries of identity, art, and what it even means to create. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical, no-hype AI strategies for growing your business